Thank you for joining the first of our credit and property updates for 2024. Here in the first quarter of 2024, the fixed rate cliff is in the rearview mirror with the reversion of ultra-cheap fixed loans now all but past. The risks of the fixed rate cliff were for an arrears event to occur. To date, this has not been the case at all. From April 2023, we've seen elevated levels of fixed-rate loans maturing into a higher rate environment. And while arrears have increased, it's still only by a very small amount and off a very low base. And while we recognize that every basis point increase in arrears represents individuals and families doing it tough, at a macro level, this is turning into somewhat of a non-event. Remember, we're 2 years into a cost of living event and 18 months into a hiking cycle. Borrowers and financial institutions are sitting at the other side of Australia's fixed-rate mortgage cliff, with arrears remaining low and controlled right across the system. Now to property. Many folks had breathlessly anticipated a fall of up to 30% last year, but prices rose nearly 9%. You will have heard us say many times through 2023 that a fully employed population, remaining up to date on their mortgage, was happy to sit out of the market, which was appearing somewhat choppy. That remains the case. Also, with the rebound in population we experience, Australia is now back to its pre-COVID trend population. With this in mind, consider the demand-supply dynamic. Population up and stock of homes for sale seemingly as low as it's ever been. The fundamentals remain in favor of the housing market. In addition to this, we're not building enough stock with building approvals nationally near decadal lows, while rental vacancies are near record lows. Low arrears and having reached a cyclical peak of interest rates suggests that we won't be seeing a big increase in distressed sales. But don't expect a year of runaway growth. Although a supply-demand mismatch helped avoid a deep cyclical trough, underlying stresses remain. High servicing costs impact capacity to borrow and transact, and population growth won't stay high forever. It's possible that non-metro areas, which saw outsized growth in the post-COVID boom, may see similar retracements. It's also quite likely that we see a year or two of sideways movements as buyers adjust to the higher rate environment. And after a few big years for the property market, that's certainly not a bad thing. So overall, a position of resilience to report in the credit market and Australia's housing market. I look forward to bringing you more updates in the year ahead. Thank you for watching.